What's going on, everybody? It is Sir Plaster here, as you can see by the channel name, and welcome back to another video. And now, as I promised, is today's mini-theory on LOLBIT, the strange character known as, well, LOLBIT, in Five Nights at Freddy's World, Sister Location, and of course, the infamous Ultimate Custom Night in Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted. However, today's theory video, or should I say video in general, has a special treat. Yep. You heard it very well. I actually have audio playing in the background. Hopefully you guys can hear it. It's right next to the TV, but if you can hear it, please let me know. Also, please let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite FNAF soundtrack out of all the ones in the games? So far, I think my favorite FNAF soundtrack is definitely between Sister Location, FNAF 3, or FNAF 6. Because Sister Location has some of the best FNAF music for, like, a FNAF game ever since, I think, FNAF 4. Well, yeah. But, moving on. But, speaking of which, this actually is the FNAF song called Watch Your 6 in the FNAF Sister Location soundtrack, where you have to survive against Ennard. One of my favorite FNAF songs out of all the games of all time. Although I would say my favorite is probably the Shadow Bonnie minigame still. It's been for, like, a pretty long time. Moving on, now. Let's move on to today's mini-theory. I don't know how long it's going to be, and I may not have gathered a lot of proof to show this, but this is just going to be how I could imagine the character going. I'm going to be talking about LOLBIT, okay? I've said that 3 times already. Now, LOLBIT is a very, very interesting character, and a matter of fact, is actually one of the several FNAF characters that turned out to end up being non-canon, and then go later on to end up becoming canon, because she started off in FNAF World. That game was obviously classified as non-canon later, henceforth none of the characters were canon afterwards. She was in Sister Location as a customizable character in the Custom Night, which also, unfortunately, was not canon. However, in Ultimate Custom Night, she's a secret character that you can unlock, but Dee Dee can summon, that would show that now, since she's in a game, in a FNAF game that is canon to the lore, that would make that character canon. And she's also appeared in not Ultimate Custom Night, I already just went over that. FNAF VR as well, in the Funtime Foxy minigame, in the main game, not the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, that's Hallway, but if you guys want me to do a Curse of Dreadbear DLC special for Halloween, like, what's my ranking on every DLC mini-game, please let me know. I'm pretty sure it would go very well. Also, before we get into the video, make sure to Grim Foxy /slash that subscribe button, like button, and notification bell, that way you know when I come back. Anyways, now let's get on to the video. Now, like I said, LOLBIT is a very interesting character because there's not really a lot known about her, you know. She's a different colored Funtime Foxy. Yeah, sure. But when you look closer into her character, there's a lot more going on with her. And a matter of fact, as I said in my top 5 underrated FNAF characters, she's not very much of a character that a lot of people care about anymore. It's kind of sad. You know, Shadow Bonnie too. Dreadbear and Grim Foxy I can kind of understand, but still. And Nightmare, which came as a shock, but that's for another video. I'll probably put that in a link in the description. Anyways, so let's get on. Now, what is very much known about LOLBIT, aside from her being just another version or a different colored version of the Funtime Foxy? Well, I think I can speculate is that she was, a matter of fact, a prototype Funtime Foxy that was originally going to be used, but however, just didn't make the cut. And, a matter of fact, she has some personalities or just some traits that you would expect from Glitch Trap. Specifically as being able to hack into your computer TV screen system that you actually have to put in LOL to get rid of her in the Custom Night of Sister Location, which I will talk about later. Actually, a matter of fact, I'll talk about that now. I understand that the character's name is LOLBIT, but there's probably a lot more to why you have to type that in. I think I know why. I think the way I see it is that LOL actually is a kill code for the LOLBIT virus, which will go into my final conclusion, which I will go later after describing the evidence to you. Another thing that's very much known about LOLBIT, as a matter of fact, every time she's ever appeared, it's usually as some sort of anomaly. Like in Sister Location, she was an anomaly. You know, she was always gonna chase after you. And a matter of fact, in Sister Location, one of the many Easter eggs in Night 5 is that when the Ender Mask is gone, you could see a LOLBIT mask. Which must mean, as much as that is an Easter egg, LOLBIT was canon even since Sister Location. However, if you look closer into that, you see that you would see LOLBIT's mask with the white pupils, because she doesn't have normal eyes. She has black eyes with white pupils, white dots. And what are they doing? Staring at you. They're looking straight at you. Or at least the way I see it. It looks like they're staring right at you. Which will lead on to another theory, a theory for the theory, is that LOLBIT not only is, who we know she is, but also, as a matter of fact, actually a secret camera system that's been planted in the Sister Location to spy on employees. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sir Plaster, this is a ridiculous idea. Why in the world would anyone want to do that? Well, there would be no point. Well, if you're a sadistic, masochistic serial killer that's killed kids for nearly most of your life, and you want to collect fear, remnant agony, and make sure that everything goes well, then you would have to have a secret system in the place that you're planning on doing these things. It's exactly why it explains exactly how in FNAF 4, in Sister Location, we could see in the private office, we could see, when we put in 1983, the events of where FNAF 4 takes place, there's cameras in there, but not just any cameras. LOLBIT security cameras. That's why there's so many of them, is because LOLBIT, actually her AI, wasn't just designed to be one camera. It's not just multiple LOLBIT cameras, it's one camera that's able to telepathically move her code, into other TV screens and other cameras and bring it all the way back to one thing. However, it gives off the illusion that it's just 3 separate cameras when it's only one. Crazy, huh? Never thought of it that way until I ended up doing this video. And something else that's also interesting is that if this theory is correct, this means that LOLBIT has been a character even before FNAF 2 takes place. Maybe even before FNAF 4 could have happened. And like I said, another thing that is very much believable is that LOLBIT was a prototype Funtime Foxy that didn't make the cut. Why? Well, the way I see it, a character with the name Bit in it would mean something along the lines of a digital virus. Because bit, like gigabit, megabit, not megabyte, like, gigabits, bits. 64-bit, no, I'm not doing the 64 bits meme. Anyways, it's really crazy, right? Now, I want to get onto exactly one of the biggest questions, which is, if LOLBIT was a secret character, then how would Fazbear Entertainment know about LOLBIT's existence, other than her just being a prototype Funtime Foxy? Because in Ultimate Custom Night, there's just a bunch of random animatronics, like, there's the original gang, even Nightmare's in there, Nightmare Eon's in there, a bunch of characters that weren't really considered canon until Ultimate Custom Night came, and those characters were proven to be canon. or at least then marked as canon. But that's William Afton's hell. There could have been numerous different animatronics. There could have been Nightmare Mangle's already in there. There could have been, like, Nightmare Foxy, Phantom Foxy. There could have been Fredbear, despite the fact he's already a secret character anyways. There could have been plenty of other characters, like Funtime Freddy, Bon Bon, characters like that. Because that's his hell. That's not the real world. Golden Freddy should have just known exactly what William Afton had created before, so LOLBIT would be no difference. But then Fazbear Entertainment somehow knows about LOLBIT aside from her being a prototype Funtime Foxy. Which is a bit crazy because why would the company just randomly put in a random Funtime Foxy prototype if it's literally just no use aside from this the original thing? Because there was more that they knew than they thought. That's why I conclude that the company, members of Fazbear Entertainment, there were members that were spying on Afton Robotics, the creators of Circus Babies Entertainment and Rental. Because Fazbear Entertainment and Afton Robotics are not the same thing, which means that either of those companies must have been spying on each other. Exactly. That's the crazy thing. But that now, I want to bring you to the conclusion of, besides everything else I talked about, from LOLBIT being a very secret security system to existing possibly even before the events of a FNAF 4 taking place, from suddenly being a digital virus to this. LOLBIT was not designed to kill kids. It was designed, she was designed to hack into other animatronics to capture kids. Not just the Funtime animatronics, not just the twisted animatronics, any animatronic. The original Freddy, the original Bonnie, the original Chica. LOLBIT is a hacking virus that William Afton is so smart enough to create a self-learning AI that can take orders all on its own without having a further programming aside from just existing. I had a lot to think about this one, and this one was one of the most absurd theories I've ever come up with, but I think that's why. I think that's why LOLBIT is not such a very populated character anymore, because the people around the FNAF lore want to keep this a secret, because they know that once LOLBIT, if everything I said about LOLBIT being true, then this could explain a whole lot more. Like, I don't know, why Funtime Freddy is active when there's not a spirit in him. Why Funtime Foxy is active. Because LOLBIT, there's pieces of LOLBIT inside of those animatronics that are causing them to go haywire. And then finally, like a beehive, they all listen to the leader, the one with the most LOLBIT code. Now, I'm not going to say that there's chunks of LOLBIT's virus. No, what I'm saying is there were clones or duplicates of the LOLBIT virus, but they were just smaller than the actual one. That's what I'm saying. And thinking about this could be big, guys. I'm not just saying this for the fun of it. Because this could explain a lot of answers of animatronics that aren't even possessed. And would you know what? I found a huge link. A really big link. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to point out one thing and one thing only. So, you know how Freddy Fazbear in FNAF 1, I'm so used to saying she right now. When he's in the dark, you would only see his white pupils. Now, since we know there's a kid inside, then we'll just know that it's being possessed. So, let's just nip that in the bud. No. What I'm going to go into now is that LOLBIT has existed around the events of FNAF 2. Because what are the type of animatronics you see with white eyes that haven't been killed or that we don't even know are possessed? We only know, William Afton, Gabriel, Jeremy, Fritz, Susie, Elizabeth, Michael, Evan, maybe, Cassidy, Charlie. That's all we know. But the conclusion is that during the events of FNAF 2, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle were being controlled by the LOLBIT virus. Because what other animatronic has glowing white eyes? LOLBIT. Now, that's not to say that Sister Location existed before FNAF 2 did, because obviously it doesn't, because it's already been confirmed that Sister Location takes place after the events of FNAF 1, but before the events of FNAF 3, so Speak for His Legends and I, shout out to him, by the way, we both agree and believe that Sister Location takes place in 2016. Because once the year came out, and 2, it's still before FNAF 3. It'd be 6 years before FNAF 3. That was a lot. And it's only a 17-minute video. I thought it was going to be going on for 5 minutes. Dang. Now, I think that's it, guys. Seriously. If you guys have any theories of what the LOLBIT virus could seriously be, please let me know. I'd love to see what you guys think. And please let me know if you actually hear the music. Yeah. Have a good one, everyone. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Don't be shy. And plus, you can unsubscribe if you want. I don't mind. But please, I hope you enjoy the new content, and the content that's going up. And I'll let you know when Deep Dive into Lore Episode 1 is coming. Okay? See you on the flip side.